this year. Oh well. We just have to be thankful for the rain. Everything will be really green for a little bit. It's amazing how quickly that happens here. And we're over. It's amazing how quickly a little bit of rain, when you're drought-starved, can help. Oh, water-starved, not drought-starved. We're in a drought. But yeah, for a few days, it's really nice. Oh yeah. We got the warrior armor last time. And as you see from my attire, I really enjoy the warrior armor. It's a great mix of practical plus stylized. It's glorious. Good job. I wonder how the server technology works, because there's usually a queue. I have had no queues, like super early in the morning. But there's usually a queue, but it's never more than like 15. So I don't know if when they're busy-ish, they just kind of meter people in and out. Because it seems very specific that it's always like 13 to 15. Oh, okay. I'm not following along achievements. I'm not really an achievement guy. They seem kind of arbitrary. Okay. So last time, we started Operation Archon, but then we had to like gain an entire level before we could finish it. So, we're going back to that. Wait a second. Oh, it's leaves. I know what leaves are. They really provide a ton of ways to get experience. You got your Beast Tribe quest, you got Leaves, you got Palace of the Dead. Yeah, just dungeon queuing. Got this axe crafted for me yesterday too by one of the viewers. It is really cool. Because watch. When you have it on your back, it's just, it looks like a pickaxe. Then you pull it out. Gigantic blade. I mean, WoW doesn't do stuff like that. Well, there's a few things, but just a simple, practical little thing like that is really cool. Big fan. Back to what we're doing. You have rekindled the flames of courage that burn within our brave men and women's hearts, and for this I thank you. And now the time for battle is nigh. We must march forth with no worries or regrets. General Raban awaits you at the Castrum Meridianum. The battle will not be an easy one, but I trust that you are up to the task. Godspeed, Private Ibarra. Actually, before we do that, there's one thing I wanted to check. Actually, would I be able to see it on my map? No. Because I unlocked stuff for Odin, but it didn't let me actually do Odin. So I'm curious now that I'm 50, if I can do that. I think you'd be over here. I don't see any blue quests. Huh. Okay, well. I'm not gonna worry about it. Still accepting applications for my free company, the Two Rivers. Don't have to be a Wheel of Time fan, but it helps. How far they're just chilling in front of all these defenses. Our hero returns. I trust that your visit has done much to lift the spirits of our garrison on the eve of our greatest battle yet. Time is of the essence. Let us commence the briefing at once. Too many briefings. And we're doing a briefing at the gates to the place with enemy soldiers outside. I guess this is the suspension of disbelief part. I should also probably be in the back. I'm way too tall. I look cool now. Brothers and sisters of the Alliance, I would share with you glad tidings. Doubtless spurred by the news of the siege of Castromorians, the Maelstrom has struck a double blow. Castromocidans and Castromarinum are now under blockade. Phase 2 of Operation Archon is a success. Reports tell us that the Guardians offered fierce resistance, but the Admiral yielded them not one ilm. Don't know what unit of measurement that is. With Oxidans, Marinum, and Orions thus suppressed, the third phase may begin in earnest. Even as we speak, the Order of the Twin Adder moves to block the railway leading hither from Castrom's Sentry, and that can mean but one thing. The hour is come to strike at the heart of the Garlean invasion force. Castrum Meridianum, the den of the Black Wolf. My fellow Eosians, I am Infilia, mistress of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. There exist myriad barriers that divide us, those of race and nation, language and creed, to name a few. Such barriers serve to isolate us from our neighbors, yet they also serve to define who we are. Shorn of them, there would be little to distinguish one from another, and the rich variety of our lives would give way to sterile orthodoxy. I concur. These barriers can never truly be broken down, of course, not so long as there is liberty in the world, but they can be transcended. Verily, we do so now in coming together for this grand endeavor, to fight side by side in defense of our shared home. Alright, we can stop now. We don't have to listen to him. Before me stands the adventurer Jack Debara. You all know him as the man who will lead the unit tasked with destroying the Ultima weapon. We Scions know a different Jack, however. We know him as a dear friend who has endured untold hardship on our behalf, a true hero, who has ever blazed a path for us to follow. And why do I tell you this? I tell you, friends, because it is time for us to blaze a path for him. That's true, he can't get his Reddit gold. If he doesn't, actually, everybody. Our objective is to wreak havoc outside the walls of Meridianum, is to afford Jack and his comrades the time they need to disable the Magitech field generator within. With the path thus cleared, we may finally turn our minds to the true goal of this operation, the destruction of the Ultima weapon. All troops, prepare for battle. All 12 of you. I fear I can't accompany you this time. The unenviable task of facilitating communications between our forces has been entrusted to the Ironworks, you see. Know, though, that I'll be praying for your safe return. See that you come back to us, my friend. May the crystal bless you and keep you. Yes, ma'am. We will suffer the Black Wolf to prowl our lands no more. Let us teach the hunter what is to be hunted. There's like 7 climaxes to this speech. Forward, comrades, for Eosia! Yeah! Get him! Go now, Jack, and bring us one step closer to the dawn. I think this is the super long one. Sure, yeah. Let's do it. I don't remember. So put Infuriate here. So I can do that. And then double. Or single. Okay. Gotta get used to my new setup here. Berserk on mouse button, and Infuriate here. So we can combo. Go Storm's Path, Inner Beast, Inner Beast. We might be able to get triple Inner Beast if all of our stuff is up. That's cool animation. Okay, that makes sense. Because I remember when I did it, I don't believe it was shortened. So, I'm pretty sure people would get it in Dungeon Roulette and be like, Jesus. Got like 45 minutes in here. It's like a WoW dungeon. Gabriel, welcome to the YouTube chat. Are you a 14 player? Yeah, that makes sense to shorten it. Because I had to make people like really hate the experience of getting roulette and be like, alright, I got like 25 minutes, 20 minutes, I can do it. Then getting this, just being stuck. But this makes more sense. And we're watching the cutscenes. It's a very distinct style of architecture. Tank stance. Am I on? I'm on. This is Sid. To review, our goal is to deactivate the Magitech fields. Yes, sir. For Lord Gaius! Yeah, right, they don't really hit that hard. Oh. Well, there's a barrier in the way, or I would pull everything. Definitely noticed a damage increase with all the crafting gear I got. Having much harder. Warriors coming together. Feeling nice. Can actually do some decent combos now. Whoops. I changed that. This is arm's length now. Just wasted a cooldown. We must hold the enemy here. All units attack. Central crossing is overrun, requesting immediate reinforcements. Alright, we got lots of AoE. Oh, some big cooldowns. Feels good. Damn these savages, deploy the rest preserve Colossi! What do we got? That seems dangerous. Oh, so interesting. That is an ability that didn't have a thing on the ground showing you where it is. You just had to watch. Another Star Wars reference. Another garbage chute, flyboy. Jack, assault crafts are near. Watch out for incoming fire. Going this way. Will do, Sid. Will do. A little antsy about pulling like that, because I don't know how much threat I truly have. Oops. Definitely ain't that. Just gonna keep going. Try and speed this up, because I know this is a long one. Don't want to hold people captive. This way? Okay. This new person seems like they know where they're going. See what this guy has in store for us. That seems like it hurts, so we're gonna reprisal. Alright, get away from the glowy thingy. That seems like a distance thing. Like the further you're away, the less damage you'll take. At least that's my theory. Alright, so now we're going to combo. So we're here, here, then explore this path, then we interbeast. Beast again. Big crits. Oh, okay, go away. I'm trying to read the clues that the game is giving me like that. As the circle radiated out, it got weaker. So that seems to me that means it'll do less damage. This is a cool one. I haven't seen that before. Whoa. I'm also pleased to say I found a suit of armor. Press on, I'll meet you just ahead. Not sure what the strategy is in terms of like defensive cooldowns. I've just been trying to use like one every pull, just to make the initial healing smooth, and then not use anything else in the fight. So I have quite a few defensives now. The bulkhead, eh? Fortunately, I'm equipped for the task. What's up, Sid? There it is. Keep the enemy occupied while I take it out of commission. Don't see anything else to pull here. Yeah, I definitely noticed a difference with that gear you gave me. Seems like I'm taking a lot less spike damage and dealing a bit more. I sank to 70, huh? Like, these guys aren't scratching me. It might be your shields, too. I don't know how your class healing works. Okay, you're barely healing me. Okay. Alright, cutscene. Diverting all power to cannons. I like this art style for the Empire. It's very stark. Oh, we fight White Power Ranger. My lord is quite taken with you and the power you possess. The Echo. Naturally, I cannot help but wonder whom this prince among men might be. Only to discover that you are but another adventurer, no better than the multitude. Oh, we're disappointing this lady. Yet in spite of this, the masses hold you their champion and shower honors upon your head. It defies all reason. How is it that you could be such a thorn in our side? Wherever you appear, you leave havoc in your wake. You even slew Ratatin, one of our very finest. Well, I would not speculate. Truth be told, I couldn't care less about how you've done these things. What matters to me is that the fact that you have done them. If you are allowed to continue, you might eventually deprive me of that all that I have toiled for. All that is mine by right. This music doesn't really fit the scene. Well, you cannot have him. How? His dreams and ambitions, his body and soul are mine. Do you hear me? All mine. I lost everything once before. I will not suffer it to happen again. I will kill you, adventurer. Only your death can bring me peace. Let's go. Pull out my awesome axe. The Reaper Shadow. Thanks for the raid, man. That's the first time I've been raided. Very much appreciate it. Hope you had a good stream, man. Artificial plasma sounds dangerous. So we're gonna wait till that goes off. Move in. I know mechanics. Sort of. That is a tank buster, I believe. So we do that. So you're saying your fairy's healing me, mostly. No worries. I know you raid when you're done streaming. Now, it just started, really, but we're finishing A Realm Reborn, so I'm pretty excited. And I just got DC'd. Yeah, I'm going to be eating every AoE. So, Reaper Shadow, thanks for the follow, man, too. I don't know if you can hear me right now. I don't know if I'm live. But thank you for the follow if you can hear me. Because, like, 3 weeks ago, Google Fiber started having this random issue where sometimes it would just kick you for no reason. And Google Fiber is usually incredibly reliable. So it's been a little unfortunate. Hey, I'm alive! Good healing. Yeah, it's weird. I've never had a problem with Google Fiber at all. It's been like the best service I've ever had in my life. Until I started streaming Final Fantasy XIV. And I'm sorry everyone else who just got struck with an ad. No, it's all happening over again. Please, I cannot bear it. Don't take him away from me. They're giving these people backstories right at the end. My Lord Gaius. Like, before this, her and the other guy were just, like, baddie McBaddies. And we didn't really get this backstory. Would have been cool to get it earlier. Yeah, Google hates FF14. True. They just hate Square. Another poor fool who craved Gaius' affection over all else. May her soul know rest. What's up, Silver Sister? Are you a 14 player? If so, please no spoilers. Actually, for people who just joined, I have played A Realm Reborn and then I stopped. I made it through the story, so I have seen like the celebration and everything at the end of A Realm Reborn. And then all my friends who were playing quit, so I have not seen Heaven's Ward, I've not seen any of that. So, I vaguely remember the story. I bought it, a pre-release bought Shadowbringers, and I ended at the end of A Realm Reborn. So, context. "'Tis a miracle no harm has come to you, my friend, one for which I will happily give thanks. And thanks to your fine diversionary work, we succeeded in bringing down the tower generator. The generator tower, and with it the Magitech field. The way to the Praetorium now lies open. The only problem is we can't reach it on foot." So I played, I bought the remasters, Final Fantasy 1 through 6, and I played all of those right before this, because I wanted to get the references, and I've already got a few. Like Wild Rose, there's been mentioned a few times, leveling, is the keyword used in Final Fantasy 2 to get into, like, the Rebels' hideout. So, I've already seen some stuff. "Nay, we'll need to take to the Enterprise. I left her at the Ceruleum processing plant, so let's regroup there." "This is it, Jack. The final confrontation awaits." Oh, nice. Starting a new character. So you got to Endwalker, so you haven't played the new expansion yet. My bitrate is still terrible. What is happening in Google Fiber? Reaper, thank you very much. I will return the favor if I see you on. But yeah, thanks a lot, man. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the story. I've heard nothing but good things about Heaven's Ward onwards. Like, from what you observe in, like, popular culture and just, like, gamer culture, Heaven's Ward is, like, top tier amazing. Then you have, after Heaven's Ward, what's the next one? It's like the Chinese theme one. That one's like, okay, not bad. But then Shadowbringers is like the best RPG story ever made. And Endwalker is just a really good conclusion. So, that's what I know, just some cultural osmosis. Looking forward to getting there. Enjoying the... Yeah. It's definitely changed since I did it, like 4 years ago. I knew you wouldn't let us down, soldier. With the Praetorium stripped of its defenses, the way to the Ultima weapon lies open. So you say Heavensward... You put Stormblood above Shadowbringers. Interesting. That's the first time I've heard that. The time has come for the final phase of Operation Archon. Aiming sounds good. Honestly, I'm just gonna take that. My gear is overwhelming. Oh, that's the... Okay. I thought that was your ranking. I'm like, interesting. Stormblood is the one I couldn't remember. That's like the Chinese-themed one. With the final phase of the operation, my flames will storm Castra Meridianum and suppress what is left of the Imperial garrison. If all goes well, this will allow you to reach the Praetorium unopposed, fit and ready for your encounter with the Ultima weapon. Rabon is always on like 11. Yours is the most dangerous mission of all, but the best must bear the heaviest burden, and you're the best we have. There's not another soul in this realm that could see the deed done, and Merlwib, I can never figure out how to pronounce that, and Kani are of the same mind as me. Though all hangs in your success, we must not let our plight make you desperate. Victory belongs to the bold, not the reckless. Bards are wont to sing of heroes who valued their life, had naught next to honor, love, and liberty. But I tell you now, that which men value at naught they sell cheap. Risk no more than you must, you hear me? Now, best you are off. We have work to do, both of us. See that your preparations are in order, then report to Sid. He awaits you with the Enterprise at the Cerulean Processing Plant. May Ralgar grant you strength. We're going back. So they're Welsh themed. All I know about the Welsh language is a lot of consonants in a row. And Sean Bean is Welsh. And now canonically, Boromir is Welsh. The Enterprise is at your disposal. When you're ready to head for the Praetorium, you need only say the word. If we succeed in destroying the Ultima weapon, it will deal a crippling blow to the Empire's hopes of conquest. After that, the 14th Legion would... Was that 14th? Yeah, 14th. Legion would not dare to move against us, barring the discovery of further elegant doomsday devices, that is. Let us be on our way, Jacked. Gaius and his plaything await. Alright. I'm gonna put my visor up so I can see myself in cutscenes. I have seen a Welsh sitcom. Gavin and Stacey. That's what it was. It's before everybody hated James Corden. Big Fat Tacos, I'm assuming that's a meme I cannot grasp yet. Yeah, the Empire did seem to stumble into all their power. Just found all these Allegan stuff. So here we are. The Ultima weapon will almost certainly be housed in the depths of the complex. But I watched, I think it was Jesse Cox's history of Eorzea before I did this, because I wanted some context. That guy looks insane. Looks like a king over here. This is it, my friend. And we're kind of in the Dark Ages right now. Like the Astral Era is like the Renaissance, when everything is created. Then the Umbral Era is like the Dark Ages. From what I've gathered. So it kind of makes sense that they find random stuff lying around because there was just a giant calamity. And there has been, like, 6 other times. Alright, now that's cool. What, you mean this guy looks like Monster Hunter armor? The red guy? Because he looks fantastic. I obviously have no idea what that is. only one pack to pull in all these rooms. Okay. Yeah, I'm familiar with it from, as you can see, my name Abara. I'm a very big Wheel of Time fan, and it's a similar thing there. Like, the wheel turns, different ages happen, there's always periods of incredible technological advancement, followed by kind of dark ages. Then the cycle repeats. So maybe these guys read Wheel of Time, who knows? I'm gonna pull the other pack, they're not hitting hard. Famous last words, right? I've also played WoW a lot, so I do have knowledge of tanking and how to pull and stuff, although it's a little bit different here. Eight Straff Rebellion, yep. There's also Final Fantasy VI's plot. Oh, that's PvP armor? Then I probably won't be getting it. There's enough to uncover in this game without even delving into PvP. Yeah, I went and I unlocked PvP and saw, like, my entire skill bar change. And I'm like, you know what? We're not gonna do this now. Gaius! I'm gonna... It won't let me change the speed. My boy, you're too late. There is something I always meant to tell you, that the time never seemed right. It concerns your father. What of him? I am your father. In the winter of his years, Midas came to abhor the Spartan meteor. He told me that he wanted nothing more than to wash his hands of the whole sordid business. But he did not wash his hands of it. He helmed the project until the day it killed him. Yeah, I just want to turn it so I have to click through it. Come now, Sid, you must know that he did not have the luxury by choice. By the time he realized his error, it was too late. Meteor had him completely in its thrall. So don't have to rush through it. But I can't change it right now for some reason. Early on in your career, he realized that while you had a talent for devising armaments, it would never fulfill you. Long before he knew your own mind, he saw that you would be far happier using your knowledge for peaceful purposes. And the thought touched him. He was a changed man for it, though I feel like I have to rush because it goes automatically. He could not let it show. You ripped open the walls in this palace just so you could say this to me? What is it you want, Gaius? I want you at my side, Sid. Take up your father's mantle. Become the Empire's lead engineer. It is your destiny. Very Star Wars. My father had a change of heart, you said, so yourself. Besides, I've long known my destiny, and I assure you, it lies not with the Empire. I just want to be able to read it and then click it, you know? A pity. And what of you, adventurer? Will you not consider making common cause with me? Yeah, I want to read the cutscene. It's just... With your powers joined to mine, we might do much for this realm. Together we could bring order to Eosia and usher in a blah blah blah. See? And I'm rushing. No? And I can expect no better answer than this? So be it. It was your strength that made me proffer my hand in friendship. It is your strength that makes me proffer now my blade. Save as an ally, you were too dangerous to let to remain. Yeah. Stumbling over my words because I'm rushing. I remember this fight. This is the elevator fight. Oh no, this is this guy first. I know we fight Gaius on an elevator. People must groan when they get this in a duty roulette. Run, Sid, or stay. It makes no matter. You cannot escape the past. Gaius, wait! Damn it. I mean, he looks kind of dangerous. Thanks for waiting, guys. I know you don't really have a choice. your beast. In your beast. In your beast. Hope we get out of that in time. Perfect. Perfect opening combo. Yeah, that's what Demise was telling me. That this was all one dungeon before, which I'm glad they changed it, because for veteran players, that must have been a giant groan as they got it, which probably didn't make the experience as good as it could be for newer players going through this. So we just don't sack this, I'm guessing? So yeah, it was a good idea to do what they did. We're just gonna pop a cooldown because we can. Fight's almost over. GG. You were locked in over an hour? Jeez. Well, that sucks, because if you're, again, a veteran player, and it's like, alright, I got half an hour, it's not gonna roulette real quick, you might get this one, well, previously, and just be stuck here. Popcorn movie roulette. That makes sense. What is this? Seems like the meta here is the missiles. That's pretty funny. You embraced the meme so much you made popcorn. But it is effective, though. This does feel like we're invading the Empire. Ow. Switching it to SpongeBob would make it more memorable for people who've already done it. That bulkhead is composed of a special alloy, extremely tough. Ordinary fire won't leave a mark, I'm afraid. You'll need to divert all power to the Magitech cannon, as I did at Castrum Meridianum. The armor's cores like to expire from the strain, but there's no help for it if you want to press on. Now listen well. The control. Engage. Ancillary, then fire away. Don't mind the warning lights. Okay. Let's go. You named your Magitech armor Betsy? It is kind of sad the way they fall over. Because what we realized in that earlier quest is they do have some sentience to them. You're natural at this. Alright, the way's clear, but it's just you and your own 2 feet now, so be careful. Aww. I feel sad. Hey, they acknowledge it, because we did figure out that there is, again, some sentience to these things. So we took a moment there and acknowledged that. That's cool. Got to acknowledge that. right into another cutscene. You have been leaving a fine mess in your wake, adventurer. Power Ranger number 2. Who was the Red Ranger? Was it Tommy? No, Tommy was a White Ranger. Someone there. Garland, old friend, how it warms the heart to hear your voice again after all these years. Nero, is that you? You sound well. It would seem this savage land agrees with you. The highest-ranking tribunus of the 14th. It was you all this time. Tell me, Garland, how long did you intend to keep all the glory for yourself? Oh, what? You lost me. Don't play the fool with me. Ever since the Academy, I've been condemned to live in your shadow. By all objective measure, I was the more talented of the two of us, yet that fact counted for naught beside your privileged birth. You were admired as a young prodigy simply because your father was the great Midas Nan Garland. Ooh, got some nepotism. When you defected, I felt sure my star would finally rise. But by disappearing, you acquired the status of a legend. Your reputed genius gained credence merely by dint of your absence. Instead of cursing you for a traitor, the people actually came to think of you more fondly. To this day, you are still the young prodigy of Magitech. I, meanwhile, have ever been made to feel second-rate. I have continued to serve our nation faithfully. Whenever I fail to excel, why, it is only to be expected. Yet when I exceed all reasonable expectations, people proclaim that I walk in the footsteps of the great Cid Nan Bloody Garland. This guy just needed some therapy. Nero, I don't know what to say. A lot of this could have been avoided. It matters not a whit what I achieve. Your existence has rendered mine worthless. Even Lord Van Belsar suffered to offer you a place at his side. And this in spite of your betrayal. Did he extend any such offer to me, the man who has remained loyal to him for all these years? Why, no, he did not. Long have I endured this injustice, but no more. Lord Van Belsar is in the midst of activating the fully powered Ultima weapon. It is my magnum opus, the creation that will win me the recognition I am due. Didn't he just find it? Nero, what are you? I don't think he made it. Ever since I first set foot in this benighted land, I have watched you. Every move you have made, every step you have taken. This guy's a fan of the police. You have felled icons, a feat made possible by the Echo, a peculiar power which shields you from their corrupting influence. It is of little wonder that my lord has taken an interest in you. As have I, if truth be told. It is my desire to harness your power for use in the Ultima weapon. So we got it running again. Okay. Still, that's different than creating it. Cool hammer. Should I succeed, Lord Van Belsar will surely take notice. Besides this, Garland's achievements will be as child's play. Come, adventurer, and yield to me the secrets of your power. Alright, everyone still at their computers? Okay. Seems like a stacking mechanic. Perfect opening rotation. I think. I don't know. I'm not running a damage meter. The game has been pretty clear about what the things in the ground mean. So this is a targeted thing, no threat table. Pop it defensive for this. Let's pull him out a little bit. What does this mean? It's a knockback. I think arm's length. Oh yeah, avoids knockback. Okay. So it's not only defensive, it also nullifies abilities like that. Go to the Hall of the Novice, training someone. Oh, okay. Well, for the experience buff, that's definitely worthwhile, but yeah, I don't know the markers yet. This changes nothing. Well, you lost, I won. Changes something. It's the mystical music. Ah ha ha, the Ultima weapon is activated and it brims with the power of icons. Nothing can withstand its might. Didn't Nero kill Caesar? Is that what we're heading towards? Well, Brutus killed Caesar, but... Are you alright? What? Nero fled? Damn it! And the instant prior to the blackout, the instruments detected a massive power surge from the deepest chamber. Gaius is certain to be there. We have no time to waste. Word arrived from the Alliance a short time ago. It seems the Order of the Twin Adder has completed its blockade of Castrum Sentry. What ends they can spare are hastening this way even as we speak, and likewise for the Maelstrom. All that's left is to destroy the Ultima weapon. Just destroy the most powerful thing in the world. No big deal. I should warn you, the chamber which houses the target appear to be saturated with etheric energies. There's bound to be heavy interference. But even if we lose contact, you must go on. Just don't do anything I wouldn't do, alright? Oh yeah, he's that guy. Rome burned, and he didn't give a shit. Alright. Keeping it moving. Another cutscene, jeez. I felt bad for these guys. Voice acting.
Take the lid down, and you should find yourself in the chamber of the Ultima weapon.
So you're saying Nero was the prince in Monty Python Holy Grail. I just want to sing. I wonder if that was their inspiration for that scene. Oh, she's got big trucks of land. Stay here and make sure he doesn't leave.
Tell me, for whom do you fight?
For the Shire!
Do you believe in Eorzea? Eorzea's unity is forged of falsehoods. Its city-states are built under siege.
This is like a combination of the Imperium of Man in Warhammer and the Empire in Star Wars.
It is not but a cobweb of lies.
So 40k, the Imperium is very against religion.
Is to believe
And the Empire in Star Wars is, if we conquer everything, there'll be peace.
Beast tribes often summon gods to fight in their stead, though your comrades only rarely respond in kind. Which is strange, is it not? Are the 12 otherwise engaged? I was given to understand they were your protectors. If you truly believe them your guardians, why do you not repeat the trick that served you so well in Cartano Call them down. They will answer, so long as you lavish them with prisons and gorge them on ether. Your gods.
Silver Sister, thank you for the follow, man.
Of the beasts, icons, everyone, except for this, and you will see how Eorzea's fate is bleeding the land dry.
Oh, lady. Sorry. Don't know man or lady. But I appreciate it. Floors me that people enjoy watching me. I try my best at voice acting. If you listen to the earlier VODs, I had varying success with Final Fantasy 1 through 6.
The answer. Your masters lack the strength to do otherwise.
It's the first emotion I've heard from him.
For the world of man to mean anything, man must own the world.
It's another thing I've seen in the Final Fantasy 14 community. It's very egalitarian. It's like half and half male and female, which is not true for other MMOs. I'll just say that.
And when the dust of battle settles,
Like, WoW has grown more egalitarian over the years.
take the fate of the weak.
But most of them... females are unicorns.
Knowing this, when a single path is open to the infinite ruler, that of false worship, a path which leads to innovation and death.
Yeah, the story's great. I mean, I know A Realm Reborn is decried, but it's not bad. It's a little cliche, but it's not bad.
Of civilization, and in this land of creeping mendacity,
My only complaint really is the villains. Like I said, they didn't really give them any character till now.
champion of Eorzea, face me. Your defeat shall serve as proof of my readiness to rule.
I love the fashion, but I wish they would just
Right that I should take your realm. Another
redo it and copy WoW.
stop me.
It's so much more straightforward in WoW. Like casting glamours and doing all these sets, and you have to do it in. It's very tedious compared to WoW. I don't know why they just don't copy it. Yeah, just transmog like WoW does. The system makes way more sense. Well, I don't know if they can patent like the system. Obviously, you're not going to call it transmog, but pretty sure they could just use the same interface for it. I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna do reprisal. Whoop. Defensive. Considering how big the fashion is in this game, like with Dawn Trail, they could have spent a lot more time and overhauled it. He's monologuing all over this fight. Honestly, can't hear much of it. Oh, it's on me. I don't know if threat matters on these, but I'm trying to get him on me. It's called Vini Vidi Vici. Oop. Yeah, they don't hide their influences, but they don't have to. In everything any fantasy author makes, or any story writer, is a combination of all their influences, so... It's not a downside that they're being blatant about it. There's nothing original, everything's just rehashed. Doesn't make it bad.
Such power befits a ruler. Yet, you lack the resolve to put it to proper use. A waste.
You just casually let him walk away, as you do. You do what you gotta do, guys. Oh, didn't mean to caps like that. I was very enthusiastic. Oh, this guy's bowing. The storm salute. And storm salute. Yeah, could have definitely tossed a tomahawk there. What was Gaius a leader in also? Oh, Jim Butcher's Codex Alera series. It's basically Pokemon plus the Roman legions in a fantasy world. But the leader of the humans is Gaius.
Allow me then, hero, to do that which you will not.
I'm anxiously awaiting the next book in the Dresden Files from Butcher. But unfortunately, he went through a horrific divorce, apparently, and that really pushed everything back. Sad for him. Alright. Now we just fight Ultima weapon. I am cruising up there in levels. But I want to tank. I like tanking the story stuff, so don't want to swap to Bard. Oh, you gotta head out, Demise? It was? Oh, I was in both. Whoops. The system's tricky. Okay. I don't remember this fight at all. Oh, you don't like his monologues? I am evil and will control everything.
True power of the Ultima weapon.
The voice actor went for it. Alright. This should be fine. So the echo mechanic, if I understand it correctly, because I've seen things advertised as minimum item level, no echo. So I think what the echo is is if you lose to a fight, they'll give you like a stat boost. They'll keep giving you a stat boost until you win. Am I correct in that? Okay. So by no echo, they mean, no, we're doing this the real way. We're not using any help. Which makes sense. If you want to beat a fight, you don't want to feel like, well, we died enough times to win it. If you're into well, this is unfortunate. Here, feel, think. Thanks, Hudlin. Thy foe is dark and clad in steel. If thou wouldst triumph, thou must look to the light. Light? I fought for that defensive at a horrible time. Big inner beasts. Yeah, I very much enjoy raiding. And what's nice about this game is they seem to dispense with the trash in a lot of raids. I haven't seen any of the like more recent raids, but I saw when Asmongold went into the what's the raid that Bahamut's in? Where it's like the moon, Dalamud, where you go inside Dalamud. I saw him do some of that. And there was a little bit of trash, but nothing compared to what WoW has. The Coils of Bahamut, that's it. I was told that before and forgot it. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do that. Now, I don't know if I can find people that want to do it minimum item level. Oh, they did away with trash altogether. That's great. Because it doesn't really work for the modern player. I don't think we can get outside of this. Oh, it's a story thing. Okay. Because initially, when WoW was made and MMOs were made, it was much more about the journey. It was much more about like going through a dungeon and with a group of people and all that. It's hard to do that with modern players. Like maybe the first time, yeah, but after that, it's like we just want to do the intricate hard stuff, not just trash mobs. Yeah, I mean, they're called trash mobs for a reason, because it's trash content. If, like, the trash mobs were difficult, like back in Classic WoW, like AQ40 and Nax, you had to be on your toes with those trash mobs, because they could wipe the raid. This means we go outside? No, it pushes us, okay. This fight seems pretty straightforward. I'd like to get him away from the wall a little bit. Reposition it. So this is the strength of the Icon Slayer. Very well, let's see how you fare against some blah blah blah. Ultimate weapon, blah blah blah. Oh, this isn't a DPS check. Nope. Hydelin here to save the day. But I started MMOs with EverQuest. That's how old I am. Just turned 39, so I don't mind the slower pace stuff. Like, all of EverQuest is literally standing in one spot, or 98% of it, standing in one spot, having people pull mobs to you and kill the mobs. That is 90% of the gameplay. The rest of it is traveling. Hey, Thancred. RuneScape I never got into. I skipped right to EverQuest.
Your foe acts under the protection of the crystal he bears.
I admire RuneScape from afar.
So, this is what empowers him.
It seems to be a really good, like, second monitor game, like, because you're crafting so much.
Limits. If you are to prevail, the hammer of darkness must needs be brought to bear upon the shield of light. And so it shall, for the Ultima weapon is host to a power of which you are as yet ignorant.
Oh.
Speak plainly, Ascian.
The heart of Sabik. It is the weapon's core, an enigma whose surface even...
I do want to try RuneScape once as an Iron Man, knowing nothing about the game. I just want to see if I can figure out and be safe enough to progress in level not knowing anything.
Of what magic do you speak?
A spell without parallel.
Ultima.
I sought the life force of the primals for no other reason but to quicken the core. For the true power of the Ultima weapon lies within its now beating heart.
Really? That's interesting.
What have you done?
But yeah, that's what makes Iron Man really fun. Once you know the game really well,
For my God,
and there's nothing to explore, it's like it's not that satisfying. You're kind of following point to point. You're not really engaging as much. That's why it's really cool
power is at hand.
when Classic Hardcore came out.
Of my God's power.
There was a lot of people that picked up WoW Classic that didn't know anything, and it was really interesting watching them play and see what they valued compared to me, who played, you know, in 2005. And they came up with some different tactics that, like, the veteran players just, oh, that's not matter, we don't do that. So that was really cool. Can you mute the screen? Mute the stream while the cutscenes are over. Is it giving you a headache? Yeah, I've heard this voice acting is not great because they swap everybody out. With Heaven's Word. Once they had time, they got better people because this game was under such a time crunch. Thancred!
Such devastation! This was not my intention!
Oh, Heidelin. It seems the task of keeping your champion alive has exhausted what strength you had left.
Well, to be fair to Squeenix, the fact that they gave money at all to remake the entire game is pretty insane.
Is broken.
Companies don't do that.
The rest
They'll just write it
I
off.
leave to you.
We will speak later, Ascian.
Hell, modern Squeenix doesn't do that. Like,
But first,
Final Fantasy 15,
must deal with you.
they could have turned that into a better game if they had more time.
Remains. Come, adventurer. Let us find the answer together.
But I did see a tweet from Square Enix saying they definitely paid attention to Expedition 33. Which hopefully means that they're like, hey, maybe turn-based with new mechanics is a good idea. Oh, okay, the voice acting was doubling. That makes sense. Whoops, I hit the wrong button. Alright, if I didn't defensive for that tank buster, that would have almost killed me. We're in a real fight now. This is, separate. Tank purge. It sounds like I need to pop a defensive. What are these for? Oh, they're gone. Stack here. This fight looks pretty awesome. The effects are great. Forgot to put up my damage buff. I'm not being efficient. This is the most unexpected. You are possessed of great might that I will allow. That was not correct diction. Am I getting in? Going away? Okay, we go away from those, judging by what everyone else did. Alright, we got real mechanics now. It's pretty fun. It's a lot of... In WoW, we would call these dance fights. Where it's all, like, movement. Reprisal this. I think it's a big AoE. Yes, it is. Good reprisal. Biggest rule of tanking, in my opinion, is don't move unless it's necessary. In the few instances where I don't tank, because I love tanking, but I'll do BS as well. When I don't tank, my biggest pet peeve is when tanks just run around for the sake of running around, and a lot of them do it. Citadel Buster stacks on that. I know there's a lot of positionals in this game. So you want to help your DPS out, let's turn this away. Stacking. Turn it back here. Big enemies. Oh. Is this a DPS check? Should have saved my cooldown for it. We have a limit break from our DPSers. Permit not the manifestation of that vile magic, lest darkness prevail. We have a guy who can pop a limit break. So I don't know what the tank one does, but I'm assuming it's not damage. That seemed like a limit break. Alright, I got my crit up. Crit. Storm's... Ah, I didn't get to do it.
No!
36 Lukey, welcome to the YouTube chat. And stay down.
Heed me. The subjects of a weak ruler must needs look to a higher power for providence, and their dependence comes at a cost to the realm. The misguided elevate the...
I knew the healer one
and the frail
from watching, I think it was Asmongold in the Coils. They had a fight they just won because the healer was the only one alive and Mass resurrected. It's pretty cool.
Unless a man of power wrests control, the cycle will never be broken. You of all people must see the truth in this.
Okay, I wonder if there's encounters based around that. Like charging up your tank's limit break so you don't get one shot. Seems like that would hurt us a little bit. So, they probably already left. Yep, they left. Getting tombstones out. We did it!
Pathetic.
It's an angry voice. Yeah, thanks for helping out, Demise. The gear has helped a lot.
Boasted of unrivaled power. You were entrusted with the ultimate weapon. The ultimate magic.
Alright, we have voice acting, we can do that.
And still, you failed. So much for the glory of man. The growing imbalance afflicting the planet must be redressed. If it is permitted to worsen, the very laws of existence, both etheric and physical, will be warped beyond all recognition.
So, La Habre here is an environmentalist.
Know you the root of this corruption? Hydaelyn.
She's been cool to me.
Like a parasite, she must be burned out if the planet is to recover. And not but the return of the one true god will ensure her complete excision. Yet, to pave the way for the Master's return, a chaotic confluence of untold proportions must needs be brought about. And that will necessitate the presence of the primals. Needless to say, both you and your scion accomplices cannot be suffered to interfere in this endeavor. You will not leave this place alive.
I don't remember this fight at all. Oh. Thank you, device. This is Thancred, though, right? He's just possessed or something? By a spirit?
It is past time your flame was extinguished. Bringer of light.
Again, I know the end of... Well, I sort of remember the end of this story. And what happens immediately preceding it. Like the events that happen at the, in Ulda, I'll just say that. I do know that. Baja bread. Probably be much harder on the part. I can just face tank this guy. My healing. Oh. Keep forgetting to put that out. It's a newer ability. I need to do something about my inventory. Alright, I missed that. I can really just sell most of it. Because the only reason to keep it would be if I'm leveling a class with the same gear, but that won't be for a very long time if I do. So it's almost not worth, because I'll just rebuy gear if I have to at that point. Yeah. So I can just sell all of it. Yeah, this fight isn't nothing. For a story fight, I think it's the hardest one so far. Wrong button. Did I hit you? Oh, okay. This is something that it would be nice to have cooldowns for. Not a good start. This isn't good. Did I die? That seems like a very harsh DPS check. Okay, this is story. This is definitely story. It looks epic, though. Very Dragon Ball. so it's always a vain struggle. Well, we tried, guys. Good game. Or not. And the theme music comes in. Surrender not, my child. Look thee to the light. And receive of the power to banish the darkness. Feels like the crystals were put in here mostly as an homage to the other games, because they don't really tie them in story-wise. You just kind of get them. That you should still have the strength to interfere. Damn you, Eidolon. No matter, blessing or no, your imperfect beings cannot hope to defeat me. Oh, that's my biggest inner beast yet. And my damage scaled up a lot in 2 levels. You are strong, I concede. That's right. If know that if I should perish, so too will the mortal within whose flesh I reside. Okay, so Bancred is possessed. Mark not the dark minion's subtle words. Only light may banish the darkness. Forgot that was Eidolon. Big crits for you. I just hate that. Didn't exactly know where to move. Just pop this to pop it. Tomahawk for the death. Nice. What's up now?
If thou wouldst pierce the shadows, make thee a blade of light.
It's like the intro. So we're banishing the metaphysical spirit that inhabited La Habrea by being in the physical realm and striking him. I'm just making all this up. I have no idea.
What?
Avengers, assemble. I'm trying to picture what this would look like. It's like a Lalafell or something. It is incredibly different. Because I am enormous. Scale would be much different. Hey, she's back. I'm not calling her Betsy. My chocobo is called Stepper, because that's one of Perrin's famous mounts in the book, Wheel of Time, in the Wheel of Time series. So we'll call this one Stayer. Oh, Wed's called it Betsy? Alright, if it's canonically Betsy, then I'll go with Betsy.
And so my conquest ends, Sid.
Now my watch has ended.
In smoke and ashes.
So we killed the Emperor, and now we're blowing up the Death Star. Return of the Jedi.
Feel. Think. Warrior of light, beloved son. The darkness hath fled before the unclosed brilliance of thy spirit. Yet it lingereth still beyond the sight of men, in forgotten corners of the world. In the depths of the abyss yet resideth the Dark One, watchful ever, till this evil be cast out. Never shall the world know aught but a passing peace. Yet for the present, a gentle light shineth o'er the realm of Eorzea. With thee at its heart. From sparkling moat shall it swell to glorious sun, and all the world shall bask in its warmth.
A lot of things are Star Wars. Top Gun Maverick, great movie. It was the trench run from Star Wars. The whole movie was training for the trench run.
Blessings and joy be upon thee. Go forth, my child, and be as a beacon of hope for Eorzea and the lands beyond through all the days of thy life.
But honestly, this has been a lot more fun doing this while streaming. Not only to play with you guys, like Demise, I played it with most of the dungeons with you, but it's really fun watching stuff with people. And it's going to be even cooler, because past, you know, the event that happens after this, which I know, the crazy thing that happens, I don't know anything of Heaven's Ward or beyond. So it'll be really cool to figure that out with people.
He's still in there.
She is the most boring character in the world.
Sid, has there been no word?
I am Kanisana. I speak monotone. I rule Gridania.
Nation.
He's going to make it. I know he is.
I know there are a lot of complaints about the voice acting in A Realm Reborn. Most of them are good.
Must have faith.
I don't mind most of them. I mean, Ophilia's a little drab,
Sid, can they not be evacuated aboard the Enterprise?
but Kanisana sounds like they got a programmer to just read stuff verbatim.
That adventurer and the Scions are as the Warriors of Light reborn.
Your friend's in love with Kanisana because she's hot.
Not
That's
again.
pretty obvious.
I wholeheartedly agree.
But personality-wise, there's nothing there.
Would only add to the fireworks. There must be something we can do.
Please, Mother Hydaelyn. Please light his way through the darkness.
I don't get the Y'shtola love, but I guess I'll see that later.
Look into the light, my child.
She's cooler than Y'shtola.
If thou would see thy companions return safe to thee, reach out to them now.
I forgot her name. Papa Emo's buddy.
There!
She's kind of like the Lorax. The Lorax has way more personality than her.
Oh!
I like Papa Emo. He's good. Y'shtola also has horrific posture, but maybe that's just cat girls in general. As a trainer, that bothers me. More than it should. Like when Ophelia's upright, shoulders back.
Our warrior of light.
Y'shtola looks like hunched. Y'shtola's permanently on her phone.
Look! Thancred is with him!
Thank the 12!
Thank Hydaelyn. Welcome home.
She has the same personality as a tree. Yep, I agree with that.
You almost got us killed that one time, remember?
Now, we both know that was your fault.
Thank the 12 we're safe.
Mind your horns there, man-bull.
Mayhap when you mind your manners.
Though the crystal that bound Thancred is no more, I doubt we can say the same of La Habrea. And even if we could, we know that he is not alone. Confounded Bassians. Their god may be unknown to us, but their zeal is unquestionable. Suffice it to say, it would be folly to assume that they no longer pose a threat.
Credits.
Nevertheless,
Yeah, I'm basically the same model as Curious Gorge. Just a lot. Well, slightly taller. I checked. Demise. You didn't have to do that. But thank you very much for the gift sub.
for now we must savor what peace we have won.
I very much appreciate it.
However ephemeral.
You are still
You see, Grandfather,
my only two instances of gifted
our
subs.
first step towards
So,
realizing the dream for which you gave your life.
no, I really appreciate it, man. It helps a lot. And everyone here thanks you as well. Because no ads is good. I try to avoid them as much as I can. So I don't have pre-rolls on. I try to just run the minimum amount I can per hour. But it's nice to help people out that way so they don't have to watch them at all.
Friends, the dread night of Imperial tyranny and Ascian machination is ended. A new day now begins in Eorzea.
True to their name, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, along with our champion, have delivered us from darkness.
Let their shared victories serve to remind us of our shared history. And let their bravery in the face of adversity inspire future generations.
Doubt not.
She is a
the
nothing
realm will
burger.
Need bravery in the days to come. Old rifts threaten to divide us within our walls, while hordes of beastmen claw at our gates. And though the Black Wolf be slain, the rest of the pack remains. Yet no foe need we fear, so long as we stand as one.
So long as the Scions stand for peace.
So long as our champion stands fast.
That's right, I got
For
this.
there exists no adversity over which we may not jointly prevail.
No longer can we turn a blind eye to the
Arihanger,
suffering of our
Ken.
allies.
It's like Seal, goes by one name.
No nation stands alone. If one should fall, so shall we all. Eorzea is our shared home. For any one of us to know peace, so too must our neighbor.
I thought the first time I heard her speak that it was the same voice actor from that not very good Final Fantasy movie that came out, that Spirits Within. She sounds very similar to that actress. It wasn't, I looked it up.
But for the good of all the realm.
But she sounds very similar, very monotone like her.
Not come overnight. Yet I foresee a day, not so very far from now, when the lines that divide our lands fade, and all of Eorzea is one.
It has been but 5 short years since the Battle of Cartino. 5 years since the advent of the 7th Umbral Era.
That's my leader.
No victory, however sweet, can wash away our bitter sorrows. No triumph can reclaim.
I like the Sultana too. Her and Raban have a good partnership.
Yet do not presume you honor them by dwelling on the past.
Because she just chills safely and sends him out to do the dirty work, whereas these other leaders come out themselves.
You would repay their sacrifice by looking to the future.
No, if I'm talking about looks, then it's Minfilia all the way. I'm sorry. But Merlewib, or whatever her name is, however you pronounce her name, is my favorite leader of all of them.
Now is the time for us to rise as one, bearing all of Eorzea on our shoulders.
And her voice actor has a lot of character.
Eorzea bore witness to the end of the 6th Astral Era. Now, the 7th Umbral Era draws to a close, yet we come together not to glory in its end, but to mark a new beginning.
So it's Mervib.
Let it be writ that on this day, by the light of the crystal, Eorzea ushered in a new era. The 7th Astral Era is come. And thus is ours a realm reborn.
All for one and one for all. They said the thing! Good job, team. It's the end of a realm reborn. What is a hype chest? I don't know what that is, but that just populated in chat, so I sent it. Oh, okay. I don't know what hype trains are, but I'm cool. I'm very glad he started one. I'm guessing that's a tactic Twitch uses to help creators. If a lot of people donate, it's like, oh, let's keep it going. I assume that's what it is. Okay. Well, choo-choo, I suppose. I guess I got that emote? Okay. Cool. Well, A Realm Reborn. It was not horrific, even though I've already played it before. It was not that slow in plotting, like it's been stated many times it is. The only problem I had was, like, early 40s, when you started running around Querthus a lot. It was like back and forth dealing with the political machinations of the houses. That was kind of boring. But other than that, the world building was great. Learning about all the regions was great. Learning about what's going on was really good. The final battles were awesome. I don't see the complaints. Yeah, and you have to establish all of this in order to build upon it. You have to know about the refugee crisis in Alda. You have to know about, like, what's going on in the Twelveswood, and about the... I don't know about Lenoska. I mean, there was the pirates that were causing trouble. But at least we know the regions and what's happening currently in them. Yeah, the only time it felt a little bit plotting was snowy place, Querthus, towards the end, where you were just running back and forth. And being like, oh, ask this person about this. Oh, ask this person about this. That's all it is. Lukey in YouTube chat. Post-expansion was kind of slow. Okay, so it's going to be slow after this is what you're telling me. Alright. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Because they were building like the first fleet vessel for the Liminson fleet, and some of the pirates are trying to destroy that because that probably marks the like beginning of centralized authority, and they didn't like that. There was an event for that where pirates are trying to kill that ship, so that makes sense. That's Odin. See, I did a quest all about Odin from Urianger, and then it just went away. So, I'm assuming he's a world boss or something. Oh, I can unlock Odin. Cool. Before this, Lukey was like the main bulk of quests in the 40s were just running around Querthus, dealing with the houses, trying to get the trust of the houses, all about getting the airship. That was before this. That was the slow part. But we'll see what happens now. Yeah, one more Aetherite would make it a lot easier. Or just streamline the quest a little bit. Because it was a lot of, hey, go ask this words. Go ask this guy about this. Another guy, oh, go ask him about this. Oh, go check for this. And it's just the quests weren't that engaging. So it seemed more like busy work. Whereas up to that point, it really didn't. Like, you read the quest, you saw what's going on in the area, and it felt like you were accomplishing something. Whereas there, it did not feel like that. This singer's going off right now. These credits are 2 hours. I was hoping more like 10 minutes. Oh, they put the legacy players down there. I did say... number 2. I wish I could go faster than this. Okay, I don't know if I'd call them poor players, because they got to be involved in one of the coolest things ever. I watched the documentary, and just having that moon show up and slowly get closer and closer and closer, and then the GM's doing all the end game events just for fun, and then watching as the moon is about to hit, and then the servers go down, and then it relaunches with that trailer. That's one of like the coolest moments you could ever be involved with. So I don't feel bad for those guys. They enjoyed the game, obviously, they kept playing it. And they got to say they're one of those players. So playing through this, every time Warrior of Light is mentioned, that's who they're talking about. So yeah, don't feel bad for those guys. They got a lot out of it. Yeah, but I think I am going to exit out of this. Yeah, that trailer was incredible. Oh, here's the Meteor Survivors. Awesome. All the players. A lot of players. Number 3. The only Rogadin here. Well, no, she's a Rogadin. Female Rogadin. I do remember.
What is it?
Okay, I'm gonna listen to this first.
That roar. It can't be.
Did you hear that?
There's no time to spare.
Where is it coming from?
Dread tidings, chaos and carnage! It is an abomination! A primal has awakened!
Just can't have a win. Always something else. This is Bahamut, right? And that's why you can go into the coils. 10 minutes of peace might be a new record for Eorzea. Yeah, apparently.
Cast Bahamul move.
Yep. Bahamut stirs. He's always like the best summon in the other games. New character.
Fanzad Rokpai ki hats Haldorn Zur Ukudorn. We next starve Chemuv. The only cause the pause right ball.
So I'm guessing Lahar Brea is the entity and he just grabbed another body. Or is this still Thancred? Thought we expelled him. The Zodiark. And thus did dawn break on a realm reborn. But where there is light, there is always shadow. And we're done. Alright, we can pack it up. Save the world. Ah, that's cool. That's right. Let me just bow to the room in general. Yep, we're gonna bow again. But there's a lot of stuff to do before Heaven's Word. I want to do the coils. I know there's the Crystal Tower. I have to do that as well. What else? Odin. I know there's hard modes for the primals. Did I ever do the Colas story? I don't know what the Colas story is, so I'm assuming I didn't. Wait, can I sit in the chair again? That's right. I love that expression. It's like, alright, are you gonna move now? You've had your fun. Get out of my chair. I do look pretty good in it. Yes? Ma'am? Problem? I did have one complaint about how this game works in general. It's a silly complaint, but it's immersive. You're not allowed to sit down and turn in a quest. Because there's lots of times where, like, you're at a bar or you're at someone's office and there's a chair in front, and I'd really want to sit down in that chair and then turn in the quest. It's more immersive, but now I click on her. Oh, stand up. So, I wish that was not a thing. So now this is over, Minophilia. What are you up to? The Archons have conducted a preliminary investigation into the origin of the roar that rang out during the celebration. Their findings strongly suggest that a new primal has appeared. The roar generated a distinctive wave pattern in the ether, a pattern observed only once before in history, 5 years ago to be precise. I should like to think it mere coincidence, yet we cannot discount that possibility. Well, I trust I need say no more. At great sacrifice we have delivered Eorzea from the threat posed by the Empire and the Primals, and thereby secured peace. We cannot well allow the realm to be plunged into chaos once more. You have given your all for our cause, risking life and limb on I know not how many occasions, yet our struggle continues, and we need you now no less than before. Please continue to stand with us, and together we shall safeguard the future of the realm, of this very star. Ooh, yeah, Fantasia. I forgot you get one when you complete it. I'm not changing, but I have the option to. Flying unlocked. Nice. Cool. Again, depending on how much I love this game by the end, instead of using Fantasia, I would just make a whole nother character. Because a lot of the stuff in the game seems to look better on female characters, and a lot of the jobs, I don't know, I'm sexist, I guess, but not really. But it feels a lot cooler playing some jobs as one sex versus the other. Like, for whatever reason, I think of women as paladins. Why? I don't know. Maybe it's League of Legends and Leona. But I think that is a cool archetype. Also, what was it? The Dragon Prince. His aunt in Dragon Prince, the mute lady, is like the coolest in that show, and she's sword and shield fighting. So maybe it's that. And like Dancer and stuff, I think female would be cooler. So if I end up enjoying this game as much as I think I will, I'll probably level up another character as a female just to have that differentiation. Oh, this is probably the hard modes. Oh, Lukey, I think you meant to say coils. That looks like a typo. But I haven't done the coil story at all, no. So I'm definitely going to do that, because I know that has a lot to do with Alphanod and LSA. I don't know where LSA's been this whole time. I know you have scarce had a chance to rest, but I'm afraid there is still work to do. The Ultima weapon's destruction, 'twould seem, has served to embolden the beastmen, who now seek to call down their gods once more. Even as we speak, the Amalja, the Ixal, and the Kobolds are making preparations for their respective summoning rites. That is but the half of it. Much to our dismay, all three tribes were somehow able to procure vast quantities of crystals. Oh, my turn to say something. Basically, this means the primals will be stronger than they were before. Hard mode. Far, far stronger. Their previous incarnations will seem as pale imitations. The beast tribes, we believe, began hoarding crystals with a vengeance in the wake of the Ultima weapon's maiden appearance. You will remember that as the time. What? Remember that as the time. Apparently I'm tired, because that made no sense to me. You will remember that as the time it devoured 3 primals in one sitting. Okay. The Grand Companies are aware of the potential primal outbreak. Alas, due to the losses they incurred to ensure the success of Operation Archon, they are ill-equipped to take any meaningful measures. And after deliberation, the leaders concluded that they must needs turn to us once more, to thee. The etheric waves that were observed in Mordana do not appear to bear a connection to any beast tribe. Yet much and more still remains beyond our knowing. We must be prepared for all possibilities. I am loath to send you into the midst of danger again so soon, but none have proven themselves more capable against the primals than you. Will you undertake this mission? Of course. You have my thanks. I truly do not know what we could do without you. What we would do without you. Go ahead, Thancred. Ahem. With my circumstances as they were, haven't had the chance to properly express my gratitude. I owe you my life, Jacked. Thank you, from the bottom of my heart. A string of failures has left me feeling powerless. I wanted to be stronger, that I might do right by my fellow Scions. But instead I caused you all no end of grief and suffering. I swear to you, it shan't happen again. Owing to everyone's ministrations, I'm quite recovered now. I hope to return to my duties again soon. Thancred's return marks the beginning of a new chapter for the Scions. Let us renew the fire in our hearts and continue to press ever forward. Now then, back to the matter of the primals. With no fewer than 3 of the beings threatening to appear, it is easy to feel overwhelmed. We must take it one sure step at a time. Urianger has the overview of the situation as it stands. Please speak with him to receive guidance on your mission. Alright, so we're not going to continue the story quest yet. So, I might do a little bit of research and see if there's actually people that run old content at hard levels. If I can't find anybody right away, I'm just going to continue and worry about it later. And also, how willing they are to accept new people. I assume, like, if I was in their position, I would be, because you need to rotate people into the group. I want to use the party finder. Okay. Well, let me see. Out of curiosity. Duty finder. That's duty finder. Where's party finder? There's no raid finder yet. Huh. Okay, so hard mode unsynced probably makes it a lot easier, I'm guessing. The red button with a P on it. Oh, party. It's hiding in plain sight. Okay. What do we got here? Trials. So I'd really just have to keep my eye out for this. Okay. So unsynced is basically to make it story mode. Well, maybe that's something I can probably do along the way. Like, if I find a Discord or something where people are doing that, I'll just wait till people run groups. I'm not gonna, like, wait and try to find a group. That would take forever. But I'm pretty sure hard modes are different than, like, extremes. So I can do the hard modes now and get, like, poetics and stuff. But then there's, like, the harder version where I would need, like, a actual group. Such knowledge as I possess of the beast tribes and their primals is at thy disposal. Whether man or beastman, we are wont to seek power when plunged into the black depths of despair. That despair doth begin with the Amalja. We have already summoned forth Ifrit. With our comrade Thancred now returned, thou wouldst do well to seek his counsel. No reward. Sad day. Thancred! Like right now, this would be cool. Oh, I can't even sit in that chair. But if I could sit in that chair and talk to him like that, that'd be really cool. Yoshi P, that's my one request. Make that happen. I don't know how you can make it happen, but it would make it way more immersive. Thancred? Confirmation has just arrived from the Immortal Flames. 'Tis as Urion just said, I fear. The Amalja have already summoned Ifrit. A confrontation with the Lord of the Inferno is inevitable. I would like nothing more than to lend you my blade, but the students of Baldassian insist that I refrain from taking to the field where it concerns primals. That makes sense, considering what you just did. You can also just queue for hard modes. Okay, that's cool. So I'm assuming hard modes are... You're probably not going to get one shot, but if you don't do mechanics, you'll die. Whereas, like with the story mode, we could do whatever we wanted, really. I know not the workings of it, but it would seem that recent events have left me especially susceptible to tempering. I also need to do the Hall of the Novice, because I want to look at all the mechanics. As much as I hate missing out on the fun, for everybody's sake, I must sit this one out. Instead, I will focus on gathering and analyzing data. Now, the Immortal Flames have already conducted a preliminary investigation into Ifrit. They may well have information that will be of use to you. Do pay a visit to the Hall of Flames and speak with Commander Swift. One last thing before you depart. Doubtless you remember Minfilia's words, but this Ifrit is a far cry from the primal you first defeated. You will want to assemble your most dependable comrades for the mission. Be safe, my friend. And they've definitely worked in, like, the hard modes into the story, which is cool. Like, when they're summoned, they're basically manifestations of power, like summoning a demon would be in a lot of lore and stories. So you're not really fighting the actual being, you're fighting the mass thrown together into a being. So if they get better stuff to throw together, it makes a more powerful representation of that being. The extremes are the real hard mode. Okay. There he is. Nice suit. Okay, it's just that. I was gonna say, I may have to take care of my inventory before you give me stuff. But that's good. Highland barding. That seems like it'll match. A million gil. You're the man. 2 million gil. I would feel bad about this if gil was more of a limiting factor in this game, but it's not. So I very much appreciate that. Like in WoW, especially doing like hardcore, gold is a big barrier and it's a big deal to get gold, so that'd be different. But this... Ooh. Don't know if I like that better than what I have on. I think this fits this armor. But I will store that as a glamour. Armory chest. Oh, it's for a quest? Okay. Alright. No guide. Nope. Appearance. I like it. Hey, and if I'm going to Heaven's Ward, he looks suitably prepared for Heaven's Ward. How can those wings work? I'm way too heavy. Sure. But yeah, the poofs match my poofs. Alright, we're going here. What is this? Oh, samurai. The rise and fall. I've heard about this quest line. I'm not going to do it yet. Probably a lot of stuff that opened up I need to do now. Well, let's unlock a job. Dolls, balls, just when you think you've seen it all, the world's full of surprises. Well, what am I talking about, you ask? Oh, nothing much, just the most amazing blade work I've ever seen. It wasn't even the main card either, but the light entertainment. A far eastern fellow, old enough to be my grandfather, appeared and called for challengers, but who should answer him but a brute of a gladiator? People thought it was either a mummery or a sick joke. After all, what could one expect from such a mismatch? The old and infirm versus the young and infirm. When the action began, the old man proceeded to drop everyone's jaws, his opponent not least of all, with his blistering blade work. The most riveting moment, though, was when he had the challenger on the back foot. For instead of finishing the job, he went and sheathed his blade. Putting your steel away in the heat of battle, well, that's akin to committing suicide. This wasn't lost on the gladiator, who lunged in with a mighty swing. The spectators gasped collectively, thinking it was over, and it was. But not for the old man. In the next instant, before anyone could comprehend what had happened, his opponent was crumpled on the ground. In one fell stroke, and with impossible speed, the old man had drawn his sword and dealt the telling blow. A few heartbeats passed in stunned silence. Then the stands erupted in riotous cheering. Gods, just recounting it gives me the chills. The speed, the precision, the elegance. Simply sublime. How's it possible? I had never heard of these far eastern warriors, these samurai. Wait, are you thinking what I think you're thinking? And you want to face the old man? Well, that silver-tongued showmaster was looking for a new challenger, but you don't want to do this. Let someone else be the fool. Cool. I'm getting sidetracked already. It's too much crap. Let's go talk to them. Let's do a freet. Jack, we thank you for coming. The Flame General will be heartened to hear that you have answered the call. As we have already relayed to the Waking Sands, a freed is returned. For the sake of peace in the region, we humbly request that you vanquish him. The Primal is to be found in his domain, the Bowl of Embers. To get there, you must use the Beastman Aetherite found in the depths of Zaharak, the Amalj'at stronghold. The Amalj'at have constructed their own Aether net from salvaged Aetherite shards. This being the case, you should be able to use it without problem. No doubt you already know this from your fellow Scions, but the present incarnation of Ifrit is far stronger than the last. Facing him with any fewer than 7 of your stoutest comrades could be ill-advised. That is all the intelligence we have to share. The rest is in your hands. I shall pray for your victory and safe return. Yeah, I'm trying to... And I didn't grab all the, level 1 quests, like Pugilist and stuff. I know this is a side quest. And it takes a long time, so I'm not going to do that yet. I want to kill a Ifrit. One thing I haven't done, I know Demise gave me a bunch of gear for my bard as well, and I haven't tried it yet, so I'm going to put that on. Oops. Let's swap this. That's a look. Sure. I like my Western outfit. I might have to go put that back on. Anyway. Let's go back to Warrior. Boom. Let's put my visor back down. It's time to fight. Oh, you're on a preferred world. I am not. But from what I've heard, it doesn't really, like, server doesn't matter that much. Like, I think Demise is on a different server, but we can still group and do everything. You can transfer servers if you need to, which is very cool. Two to 3 minutes? Okay. Nice music. Okay. So NA is NA. You can pretty much do anything you need to. Does that matter in terms of, like, housing and the communities you can see? Okay. Okay. Just waiting for Mr. Demise to come back. Okay. I need to actually try and recruit for my free company. I made it, and I didn't bother getting anybody to sign it. The Two Rivers. Roll of Ember is hard. Anything else I'm queued for? Good. Oh, nice. My goal was to eventually get a few people that maybe a few expansions down the line I'll have enough people to run some hard modes and statics. But oh, there are 2 tanks in this? Oh, it's an 8-man. Are there tank swaps in this fight? The only thing I remember about this fight is the nails you have to kill when he goes up in the air. Okay, no tank swaps, cool. I shall DPS then. can imagine it would be a little difficult if I didn't have all this awesome crafted gear. With, like, people that just leveled up. Okay. .45 dungeon with a 28 staff. That's where you hope your people are playing optimally. You don't have to say the group is a healer. I did it. Let's go. Seen this. Sure. Tank stance on. Got someone watching the cutscene. Alright, so you said you're the other tank, so we'll just use DPS. I'll tank it. I think he does a cone in front of him, so turn him away. Yep, that's it. Reprisal that. He seems to be dying rather quickly. You can stun him. That seems odd for a hard mode. Render thyself to the fires of judgment. Okay, let's kill the nails. Oh. I just got hit by that. No big deal. And I lost my crit buff for that. Because I didn't know it was coming. Is that bad or good? Blue seems good. Well, that seemed pretty straightforward. Ooh. That looks cool. Nice. Got it. Just... Oh, okay. It's a black mage using meteor. Okay, cool. Yeah, that wasn't that hard. I even got hit by that big line AoE, and it didn't do much to me at all. Cool. Oh, we're more than double? Okay. So I assume we'd have to sync to it. Hey, I got a Fritz axe. Cool. Armory chest. Okay. Well, that's why it was easy. Alright. So I need to walk the dogs and probably go to the gym. No. But I will definitely be on after that. Because my girlfriend is in Dallas all weekend, and I can just play video games. So yeah, I'm gonna go work out, walk the dogs, and I'll be back after that to do the rest of the post content. So the hard modes for all the fights, hopefully Odin, coils, all that stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna be back on probably in a couple hours to continue. What is this? Press the button that looks like a wave. Oh, the try-on menu. Oops. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's legit. Oh, getting attacked. Alright. That's what I'm going to log for right now, but like I said, I will be back in like a couple hours. I don't know if I'll make it to Heaven's Ward tonight. Probably have another like 5 hours to play tonight. I will probably be doing a lot of the post content. Or post ARR content. So if you want to watch that, I will be on a little bit. There's a lot of blue quests. Like, out of the blue. What is this? Blue Mage. Okay. That seems like a side thing. I'm not going to worry about that yet. Alright, I need to stop getting distracted. I need to go lift weights. I have not done it today. I absolutely love Blue Mage in Final Fantasy V. Because it was like a tank class that learned, so you could be super tanky and tank for the team, while also learning abilities. Yeah, I'm probably not going to dip into Blue Mage then. There's a lot of stuff to do besides that. What I do need to do is make a pajama outfit, because going to bed in full armor isn't the most immersive. Let's just take that off, take that off. I'm a grown man, Demise. I can shop for my own pajamas. That's fine. I'll go find them. I'm curious. Like, I haven't used the market board yet, so I want to try it and see if I can find something cool. And we're logging out. Alright, man. Yeah, I'm gonna go lift weights, then come back on and finish some content. So, again, thank you for the follows, everyone. Demise, thank you for the 5 gifted, and everyone, thanks for the sub as well, so they don't have to watch ads. Very much appreciate that. And yeah, I'll be back on in a few hours. So, see you then.